So my name is Wendy Ice. I'm actually the CEO for Community Counseling Center, and the building that we're in St. Genevieve County is actually owned by the St. Gen County Mental Health Board, and so they recently did a number of renovations on the building just to help improve service delivery and just efficiency for the agency. So this building was previously a nursing home, and so we've been using it for several years, but what we noticed was there was a lot of wasted space. So because they were old resident rooms, they actually had bathrooms in every room, which kind of limited some of our space. So down this hallway here, which used to be resident rooms, these were turned into therapy offices, but each therapy office previously had bathrooms in them. And that's just a lot of wasted space when we could actually get additional offices. So we were able to actually renovate and remove those restrooms and add 2 more therapy offices on this hallway, just so we could continue to expand services available to the community. So the next major area that the renovations completed was actually in this space here. Previously, this was one large conference room. There was not a hallway to get to the other side of the building. That many times impacted if a meeting was going on in that room. You either had to walk through the meeting or you had to go outside the building. So the Mental Health Board actually did renovations here to have a hallway connecting us to the other side of the building, but also built this beautiful conference room that you can see. This is where several internal meetings, but also the Mental Health Board meets here as well.
They did a marvelous job with the renovations, spent a lot of time putting everything together, and I think as you walk through it you can tell how very nice it is and how accommodating it is to the clientele that we serve here in St. Genevieve County. Needless to say, mental health disorders, etc., is rampant throughout the country, and St. Genevieve is very fortunate to be able to mix with Cape Girardeau and other surrounding counties for services, etc.
Can I get your name, ma'am?
Jeanette Wood.
Thank you.
So the next area we're going to actually look at is our new staff break room that the County Mental Health Board actually put in. Prior to this, staff really didn't have a break room, and anytime you're providing services like we do here, it can be emotionally taxing, so just having a space you can go into is really important. So if you come in here, you can see that it's a pretty nice little break room for employees to come into. They love it. Again, they never had one previously. So the space we're getting ready to go into now used to actually lead into our psychosocial rehabilitation program. That's a day treatment program, and the way the building was constructed before, you had to enter into that program to get to either side of this back half of the building. That meant we were disrupting services when we had to walk through. So the renovations that the County Mental Health Board actually completed has allowed us to have separate entrances for each program over here, and just allow for increased confidentiality and less disruption for services. And so we're really excited to kind of show the new areas. So right back here, we have community support workers who actually go out in the community and provide services to clients. And so they're out in the field a lot, but they do need a workstation when they come in. So this area has kind of been devoted to our community support workers. It does wrap around to where each have their own workstation, also just kind of a place to huddle and group if they need to. But this previously was where psychosocial rehab was kind of right in the middle of the building. So this allows for a lot more ease of functionality for our caseworkers. We'll go through here. This is the kitchen. This is the kitchen that psychosocial rehabilitation actually utilizes. Part of that programming is they teach classes here, they teach cooking skills here, and then PSR now has their own entrance. This is our psychosocial rehabilitation room. Again, previously this was in the middle of the building and you had to actually walk through their space. Now they have their own space, their own entrance. So they have really enjoyed this because they have a lot more room than they did previously. We also have some individual offices back there that if someone ends up escalating or is in crisis when they're in psychosocial rehab, there is confidential space that a staff member can take them back and actually provide immediate assistance to that client. So we also provide school-based therapy, and previously, most generally during the school year, they're actually on site at the schools providing that service. But during the summertime, whenever school's not in session, they do need a space to actually still see kids and provide services. So our school-based therapy is kind of along this hallway. This is actually one of our school-based therapists right now. Hi. And so it again, just like the other side, it now has its own entrance. So it has its own restroom area and a little waiting area. So in the summertime, parents can actually bring their kids right here to this entrance, and then they can wait here while they're in therapy sessions.
Okay, let's begin this again. Is it better now? Yeah. You happy? Okay. My name is Jean Oddie, and I'm the chairperson for the Mental Health Board. I was appointed many moons ago by the commissioners, previous commissioners. Closer. There you go. Better. I'm bad at this. Anyway, we have the Mental Health Board. It's a voluntary service. We get appointed by the commissioners. I'm Jean Oddie. I have Jody Uding as one of our members, Amanda King, Jackie Bowman, Sue Zerwick, who took over her mother's position. Mary Ann served on the board since the very beginning. We have Dan Apps, he's not here today, and Tina Howell. And did I miss anyone of those? Jeanette. Excuse me. No kicking.
Makes you president next year.
So Jeanette is one of our original board members. So we're very proud to have her yet on our board. She served for 40-something years. So it's amazing. I want to welcome the commissioners today that have joined us. Karen Stupi, Randy Rizika, Mark Marbury, correct? Okay. And I'm going to give the microphone to Wendy Seals, who runs the community counseling, or what's your official name? Executive or director?
CEO.
CEO,
Yes,
excuse me.
yeah.
Okay.
But you can call me whatever you want.
I have. All right. Wendy, you want to take over?
Sure.
Or however you go.
Okay.
I'm done.
Thank you, Jean. So as you guys know, today was kind of our open house. First, I just want to recognize, and if we could give a round of applause to the St. Genevieve County Mental Health Board real quick for all the renovations that they did to our building. Those that are not staff members that have got to come through and hear kind of the differences of the building and just the efficiency of operation, you really have no idea. I'm sure our employees can vouch that these renovations have without question allowed us to expand services, deliver services better to the community, and just overall improve, operations of the agency. So thank you to the board members, and thank you guys for doing that. We really appreciate it. The other really, really important reason that we're here today is actually to dedicate this building. We have 2 founding board members, and so anyone that came to the 50-year anniversary event knows that we actually honored Mary Ann Otto and Miss Jeanette Wood. Both of them in the early 80s spearheaded the movement to really pass the first mental health meal tax in St. Genevieve County. And that passed and ended up leading to the development of the Meal Tax Board, the Mental Health Board, which led obviously to funding for mental health services in St. Gen, led to this building, and led us to be able to serve the clients that we serve today. So Jeanette and Mary Ann were 2 of the founding members of that county board. So I just want to really quickly give a round of applause for that. So I know that, what is really important and what I talked about at the 50-year, what the agency was trying to do is think about legacy for Community Counseling Center. And what the building is now going to be known as to this community is about legacy. It is the legacy of the work and dedication and commitment that Mary Ann and Jeanette have had to mental health services for over 4 decades. Mary Ann went on to serve on our governing board for Community Counseling Center for 4 decades. She came on to the mental health board here until she unfortunately passed away in 2017, and now she actually has her daughter that is serving on the board. So there's constant legacy still built. Jeanette went on to not only help found the board, but she has served on it for over 4 decades and continues to serve on it today. Both of these positions are volunteer. They do it because they actually care about the community and mental health services and the needs. So I personally want to thank you, Jeanette. I want to thank Mary Ann's family that is here with us today. We would not literally be here right now without both of them. And so, further ado, I'm going to ask Commissioner Brandy Rizzico if you would help me with the unveiling of our building with the new name that we are going to know it by. After today, this building, you can just rip it off the wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, will be known as the Wood Auto Building. Dedicated to Jeanette Wood and Mary Ann Otto, in honor and recognition of their advocacy, their dedication, and commitment in the establishment, promotion, and unwavering support of mental health services for our community members throughout St. Genevieve County. Congratulations.
Thank you, Wendy. I'll keep it real brief, but I want to thank Wendy and Jean and everybody else for everything you do. Thank you for including us in this ceremony. It is a watershed moment, and just on a personal level, I'm always amazed, no matter how many years I'm here, at how engaged the citizens of St. Genevieve are when it comes to caring about their fellow citizens. And for a small community, we are blessed with so many valuable assets, and the way the public always chips in to help. And this is a classic example of it, and you all should be very proud for all your hard work, and congratulations for reaching this milestone. So that's all I have to say. Just thank you, and thank you for including us in your ceremony.
Thank you. Would you guys like to say anything?
Again, I'm certainly honored and everything.
Closer.
Who brought my kids? Anyhow, but really, I want to remind everybody that it was Mary Ann Otto that did the footwork on it. She walked and knocked on many a door for the positive vote that was given. And also a thank you to Jean Oddie. She doesn't know it, but she's going to be president again next year. And I think the board members that are here right now, they'll vote a positive on that. Again, thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
Do you want to say something? Pete's the talker.
Do you want to?
No. Okay.
Jean, do you want to close? Words of wisdom?
Sure.
Oh, you always do.
No, I'm not going to be chairperson. Remember? And I see Jody looks like she's eager to do it. Anyway, we're very grateful for you guys to come and share this day with us. We're hoping for mental health to continue in our county and be supported by the county. And it just seems to keep growing. And I'm happy that we can keep making things better for the community. Thank you.